Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Christian Brooks of USF 2000 Races for Exclusive Autosport. How's it going, man?
It's going very well. I mean, I'm definitely on a high after the double win at St. Pete. So yeah, super pumped with what we have accomplished.
Okay, so what a start to the season that you've had. And we've typically seen the last few years in USF 2000, once a driver gets off to a hot start, they typically tend to dominate. We saw that with Braden Eves. We saw that with Kirkwood, and last year we saw that with Christian. But you're kind of on that similar path right now. What's it like to get off to the hot start that you guys are on?
Yeah, well, for sure it's a big confidence boost going into Indy GP and for the rest of the season. I mean, the guys have put in countless hours to make sure the cars are perfect for the season, and we learned so much last year that the confidence we bring in is definitely a lot higher than last year. My driving is better. Everything's just better. So to have those first two wins secured already this early in the season, it's really nice. Now I'm just focused on getting good points every race and staying consistent.
So kind of going into, so far this season, I know you're on a couple weeks off right now. What do you plan on doing during that time?
Oh, right now I'm in Indy, helping out in the shop a little bit, wiping down the car, making sure she's nice for the GP. But actually just doing a little driver coaching, going to Mid-Ohio this weekend with the exclusive team. And yeah, I mean, just hanging out, eating clean, drinking water, and getting ready for the GP.
So I know that, the start to the season, has been good. I know it's, what has it been like to, just go to the racetrack knowing that, hey, we're going to be the team to beat?
Yeah, no, of course it's a great feeling, and especially to know how quick we've been, and there's 27 cars in the field. It's stacked. So to know that we've got the best pace basically every time we go out there. Unfortunately in Barber, we had a bit of a problem in the two qualifyings, got caught out by red flags, where I think we could have got the job done there too. But I mean, we put our heads back together and got it done in St. Pete. So knowing that when you go to the track, knowing how much pace you have, how good the car is, there's nothing better.
So how did you get your start into racing?
So when I was 5 years old, my dad actually opened a indoor go-karting track. So he did that. And at the same time, there was this little kid cart sitting right around the front corner of the shop. So I walked in and I used to always sit in it. It was just a little display cart. And one day I'm like, Dad, we got to take this thing out, man. Like, it's so cool. And then we put it in the back of the truck, drove to the track, Willow Springs in California. And from there on, it was an addiction, not only for me, but for my dad. So we loved it. And from there on, we raced almost every weekend to this day.
You've been on a climb, of course. You've been racing all these different types of cars. Kind of talk about your journey through open wheel racing.
Yeah, so it's funny. I actually have an unconventional way of getting into open wheel racing. I started in rallycross, and raced that for 3 years, starting when I was 14. So up until I think 14, 15, 16, or 15, 16, 17, I did rallycross, and then made the jump to F4 and eventually the jump to USF 2000. And this is going to be my second year of USF 2000. So I love the rallycross stuff, tons of fun, hitting the jumps, drifting, all that good stuff. But since I was young, I've always found a lot of passion in open wheel racing. And with all my asphalt experience, it's where even in rallycross, I was always the best on the asphalt and almost playing catch up in the dirt just because there's a lot of off-road guys. And then I was probably the only guy that was really deep into karting and racing on a high level that joined rallycross. So we did really well, had very good results, but I always felt like IndyCar was the place I needed to be.
You never know, off-road racing could propel yourself to greater heights. Just look at Sheldon Creed and what he did last year in the winning the Trucks Championship in NASCAR. So, and then, of course, we got some of the tracks that we're used to going to. Mid-Ohio, of course, finishing the season at New Jersey, as well as and hopefully you got, well, that doesn't sound too good about Toronto, but what are you most looking forward to? What kind of track you're running to maybe this season? Maybe the oval at IRP.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the track I'm looking forward to the most is probably Road America, only because we struggled so bad there last year. We got taken out in the first race, or no, we just had a. Oh, sorry about that. We got taken out in the first race, and in the second race, just didn't really have the pace. So it's super exciting to get back and try to accomplish some good results.
Yeah, nice. Always good when your phone goes off during interviews. Hey, bud, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us, and enjoy some off time, and good luck when we talk. Good luck at the Indy GP, and hopefully we'll have you on later on in the year.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Take it easy.